We know from the last video that a price ceiling will cause the transaction quantity to fall from the original market equilibrium transaction quantity QM to a smaller quantity QS. And there will be a shortage as at the price PC, the price ceiling, the quantity demanded QD exceeds the quantity supplied QS. And the size of the shortage can be represented by this distance here, QD minus QS. Let's now look at the changes in consumer and producer surplus. For consumers who are able to buy the good, consumer surplus increases after the price ceiling is imposed. This is because they now pay a lower price than before, and the difference between their willingness to pay and their actual payment increases. However, due to the shortage, not all consumers who want the good can obtain it. Some consumers are rationed out of the market entirely. Overall, the consumer surplus may increase or decrease, and it depends on how severe the shortage is and how goods are rationed. Is it through first-come, first-served basis, queues, or black markets? So, although the price ceiling lowers the price, the resulting shortage means that not all consumers benefit. This will limit the overall gain in consumer surplus. That's why in the diagram, we see consumer surplus changing from area A plus B to area A plus C. The change in consumer surplus can be represented as a loss of area B, but a gain of area C. On the other hand, producer surplus definitely falls, as producers now receive a lower price per unit and they sell a smaller quantity. Both effects reduce the difference between the price that producers receive and their marginal cost of production. In the diagram, we see that the producer surplus falling from area C plus D plus E to just area E. And the fall in the producer surplus can be represented by area D and C. Overall, the change in total economic surplus is negative. It is the combination of these two terms. So total economic surplus falls by area B and area D. That's how the deadweight loss arises. This triangular area here is the deadweight loss that we are looking for. We can also view this from another perspective. For example, at the free market equilibrium, all the units where demand cuts supply are produced, and the sum of consumer and producer surplus is this large triangular area here. But with the binding or effective price ceiling, the quantity traded falls below the original socially optimal level, and the sum of consumer and producer surplus is area A plus C plus E. So the change in total economic surplus is negative, and this is how the deadweight loss arises. And intuitively, deadweight loss arises because there are units for which consumers' willingness to pay exceeds producers' marginal cost, but which are not produced due to the price restriction. So the loss of these trades, these mutually beneficial trades, creates a deadweight loss, representing a net loss of economic welfare.